They were picked as co-Big East champs before the season started by the coaches, and here we are on the last Saturday in the regular season. 12th ranked Louisville, number 11 Georgetown, playing on CBS for the Big East regular season crown. Hey, how are you, folks? Jason Horowitz, glad to be with you on CBSSports.com, breaking down one of the best matchups of the weekend. And as you look at the top half of the Big East standings, you see what's at stake. And Big East officials saying it's only the second time in conference history that a head-to-head meeting on the final weekend will decide the league champ. And for more, we bring in CSTV Steve Lappas to break it down. And Steve, Louisville's coming in on a 9-game winning streak, including a win against the Hoyas. Does it seem to you that at this point in the season that Rick Pitino's squad is just playing better than Georgetown?
I think right now they are playing better than Georgetown, but this is going to be a real contrast in style. Georgetown doesn't mind playing a slow half-court game. Rick Pitino in Louisville, they want to push it up and get it going a little bit. So it's going to be an interesting game. But having Padgett back, I think, has been a huge key to Louisville playing so well lately. They're 12-2 with him in the starting lineup in their last 14 games.
Yeah, Steve, that's a big point there because a lot of guys on this team get a lot of praise. Jerry Smith and Terrence Williams. But Scott Padgett, I mean, he seems to be the most valuable player for Rick Pitino.
Well, at 6'11", he's got 38 assists. That's a lot of it, and only 26 turnovers, which for a big kid is a lot. So they do a lot in terms of their offense through their big guy, in a different way that Georgetown does a lot on their offense through their big guy, Roy Hibbert. So Padgett's the kind of guy, he makes everybody better. He's given him a toughness around the basket and inside scoring that they were lacking.
And he had 18 points in the last game against the Hoyas to lead Louisville, that 8-point victory at Freedom Hall early in February. As for the Hoyas, it's the last home game for the senior class. You look at Hibbert and Wallace and Ewing Jr., who didn't start his career at Georgetown, but he transferred from Indiana. What can you say, Steve, about where they started as far as being an unheralded group to how good they are now?
Well, Roy Hibbert was a kid coming out of high school. I mean, everybody knew he was 7 feet, but nobody really wanted him that badly. They didn't think he was going to be that good a player. Now the kid's going to be a first-round draft pick. So this class, I mean, they played in the Final Four already. So regardless of what happens, they're playing for a Big East regular season championship. They've got a shot to win the tournament. This is a team that has, this is a class that has accomplished so much for Georgetown and really have been the center of their resurgence.
And they're trying to win back-to-back outright Big East championships for the regular season. Steve, the other part of this Georgetown team is that, we said that Louisville's playing better right now, but Georgetown is undefeated in games decided by five or fewer points. How key is that?
They have flirted with disaster so many times this year. They beat Connecticut, Roy Hibbert makes a 3. They beat West Virginia, controversial block by Ewing at the end of the game. They play Marquette, they get fouled 1 second to go from 3, and they make 3 foul shots. So this is a team that has won so many, the Villanova game, the controversial call. This is a team that has won so many close games. You just start, and you know what? Their style kind of puts them in a lot of close games, so they're used to it. They don't think it's a big deal, and they go out there and they get it done successfully.
Contrasting styles this weekend. Who do you like, Steve?
Well, in this case, I like Georgetown. They're home. They lost the first game. They only shot 4 free throws the first game to Louisville's 24. I think this time Georgetown wins the game at home.
And they have that 21-game home winning streak at the Verizon Center. Steve Lappas, thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Folks, the 2 tip it off at noon Eastern Saturday on CBS. And for more on this game, be sure to stay with CBSSports.com. Watch everything all over the CBS Audience Network. And don't forget, NCAA March Madness On Demand is back. This year you can watch every game from the NCAA Championship live online for free. Avoid all the lines on game day by signing up for your free VIP pass now at NCAA.com. For Steve Lappas, I'm Jason Horowitz. Enjoy what should be a great weekend. Take care, folks.